Hi there, and welcome back to Belleville Toyota. I'm Bronwyn, and in today's video, I will be reviewing the buttons and features of the 2022 Toyota Corolla Cross. For this demo, I'm using the XLE model. I'm so excited about this one. You will notice that the dash is incredibly reminiscent of the Corolla sedan and the Corolla hatchback, so let's get started. Starting at the door, you have the lock and unlock, of course, along with your left and right mirror adjustments and your window adjustments. To the left of the steering wheel, there's the brightness adjustment for the multi-information display, or MID, the automatic high beams that I've turned on, the windshield wiper de-icer, that heats up an element along the bottom of your windshield to melt ice around your wipers, and down there is the release for the tailgate or the trunk. Coming up to the steering wheel, you have the light adjustment on the left stalk, and this one does have a fog light that you can adjust on or off. And the windshield wiper adjustments are on the right stalk. This is the frequency of the wipers, and this operates the rear wipers. Of course, on this one, when you pull the stalk towards you, it sprays the front. When you push it away from you, it sprays the rear. On the steering wheel, we have our volume adjustment, pick up and hang up, voice command. You would use this to provide a verbal instruction to the vehicle. Mode alternates through your audio sources like AM and FM, and this is next track or next preset. This one is your lane tracing assist. I've turned that on, so those are the icons. That's what beeps and pulls you back to be in the middle of the lane. Cruise control is here. Now you do have radar cruise control. I will link my video down below for that, or traditional cruise control. This is the MID or multi-information display. You will notice a thin black dial in the corner here. This rotates through the odometer read, trip A and trip B. This tends to be the home screen as it shows the most valuable information, outside temperature at the bottom, miles per hour as well as kilometers per hour. You have your time in the corner, distance to empty is there, as well as your total average fuel economy. Now, similar to a lot of the other vehicles, almost all of them, you use the arrows on the steering wheel to rotate through all the different menus. So that's a bigger screen version of the lane departure. You have your audio screen, trip distance and total time the vehicle's been running. These are your settings. Notice all the icons are showing up along the bottom. So on your settings, you have pre-collision system, your blind spot monitor, intuitive parking assist, and your rear cross traffic alert. You can turn any of those on or off. And this is the any messages or notifications typically about service. So fuel low, maintenance required, visit your dealer messages, they'll show up there. And now you're back to the Leaf, which is your main screen. Let's move to talk about climate. This vehicle is equipped with dual climate to operate both sides of the cabin. You got fan off at the bottom, your front and rear defrost. Keep in mind rear does do side mirrors as well. Eco for your actual temperature. You have your fan speed, mode of where the fan's blowing, recirculate cabin air, your smart flow mode, and your air conditioning button at the end. Down below, you do have high and low heated seats for both front passengers, heated steering wheel, and your USB port. That's the one that you use for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or if you want to plug in any sort of music like iPod. This one is equipped with the wireless charger at the base as well that you can turn on and off. Traction control off button is there, and this is the off for that start-stop engine feature if you don't like the feeling of it turning off when you're at a red light and turning back on again. This is your electronic parking brake, and it is automatic, so when you shift into park it turns on, you shift out of park it turns off. And this is your brake hold feature. I do have a separate video for that as well, so I will link it down below. For the key, this is the newer smart key style. It's the same as the Sienna and the new Tundra. So at the top you have the lock button, you have unlock button, you have your click and hold to open the rear lift gate, that's automatic, and at the bottom, the red one's the alarm. You can also pull out a key if you need to, and that's just hooked into the bottom. Rear view mirror, this is auto dimming, you can turn that on or off. And at the top, you have your interior light adjustments. You also have the adjustments open and close up and down for your sunroof. So you can just tilt it up if you'd like instead of opening it fully. and sunshade is just manual. And the infamous SOS button is part of connected services if you need fire, police, ambulance, stolen vehicle locator, medical attention, anything like that. Okay, let's check out the head unit. This is very similar to a lot of other head units in the lineup for Toyota. So you have the home button that gets you back to this home screen. You can adjust what it looks like in settings. The menu button gets you to this screen. You can select your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto from here or change settings in setup. Pressing audio, you do have Sirius radio capabilities on this vehicle, and typically that's a few months for free. If you press map without being plugged in to this USB port for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you'll get this screen. You don't need to download any app. You just need to have your smartphone attached to that USB to be able to project your navigation apps onto the screen. Seek and Track is on the right side of the screen. Phone is to see your contacts or call history. You also have your apps. This is where you get software updates, or if you want to connect your phone to the Toyota app so you can get remote start from your smartphone, you can do that through here. It does prompt you through the app, so it just needs a verification code to enter in here after you've done the software update. Back to home, this is your fuel economy graph. And you also see trip information to the left for this current trip. And of course, you can always get to your audio or your phone contacts by clicking on your home screen as well. If the vehicle is equipped with connected services, I like pointing this out. That's your DCM. Essentially, it's the signal for your vehicle, kind of like a phone signal. If you have the app downloaded and you plan on remote starting the vehicle from your phone, just make sure that wherever you're parking, you have decent signal. Checking out menu one more time, I do want to point out projection is your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So once you've plugged into the USB, this will change from saying projection to saying either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Info gets you back to that fuel economy graph, and setup is language, units, colors, if it beeps or not, all sorts of different adjustments that you can make. And that is about it for me today on this quick review of the buttons, features, home screen of your 2022 Corolla Cross. It's an awesome vehicle. I hope this helped give you some insight into what it looks like inside if you haven't had the chance yet. I'm Bronwyn from Belleville Toyota. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.